The present. Jonathan woke up early. "My birthday at last," he said, and he crept to the bottom of his bed and looked over the end. There were his presents arranged on his toy box. That was all his presents except the one from his mother and father. He knew that would not be there, for every year Mother gave it to him herself with a big hug and a "Happy birthday, Jonathan dear," and that made it very special. Jonathan picked up a package. It was wrapped in red paper, and inside there was a big, bright double-decker bus. "With love from Granny and Granddad," said the card tucked inside. Jonathan wound up the bus and put his new toy on the floor. Away went the new bus with Jonathan dancing behind it, out of his bedroom and across the passage, and bump! The bus ran into the door opposite and stopped. Jonathan was bending down to turn it around when the door opened and his father looked out. "Hello, young man, so you're up. Many happy returns of the day. My, that's a fine bus." "Jonathan," called his mother, "bring your other presents into our room and open them here." As Jonathan raced to pick up his packages, he wondered excitedly about his present from his mother and father. How he hoped they had not forgotten what he most especially wanted. He began to think of that day 2 weeks ago when he had passed the shop with his mother. There it was in the window. "Oh, look!" Jonathan had cried, pressing his nose against the shop window. "Oh, Mother, I do so wish it could be mine." His mother smiled. "Oh, do you, dear? Well, I shall have to speak to Daddy about that, but if you are a good boy until your birthday, perhaps we might have enough money to buy it for you, but I can't promise." Jonathan jumped up and down. "I will be good, Mother, I will really," he cried. On the day before his birthday, he had passed the shop again and saw that it was not in the window. Jonathan did not know whether to be glad or sorry. Suppose someone else's mother had bought it? Suppose his mother had not been able to find enough money to buy it? Suppose he had not been good enough? And now, as she carried his presents back to his parents' room, his heart thumped with excitement. "Happy birthday, Jonathan dear," said his mother with a hug. "Here is Daddy with your present from us." The boy hardly dared to look at his father, placed a large cardboard box carefully on the floor. Then Jonathan heard a tiny whimper, and over the side of the box came 2 small golden paws. "Oh, you've bought him! You've bought him!" yelled Jonathan. "Oh, thank you!" He knelt down and gently lifted from the box a tiny golden Labrador puppy. "Isn't he the most wonderful dog in the world?" cried Jonathan, joyfully receiving several wet licks. At breakfast time, after the puppy had had some warm milk, he curled up on a rug in his box and went to sleep. "We must think of just the right name for him," said Jonathan. "Yes, we must. Pass the butter, please," replied his father. "That's what we'll call him," said Jonathan. "He's just the color of the butter." "Is a wonderful name. Oh, this is really the best birthday I've ever had."